Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. This week, I want to talk about what to do if your ex immediately starts dating someone else. Oh no, what are you going to do? Don't worry, I'll tell you exactly what to do as usual. But first, I want to welcome back my beautiful no contact army. If you're having trouble staying in no contact, just download my app Silencio and hit the panic button and you will receive a little surprise. And the link for that is underneath every single video and every single podcast. And if you too would like to join our no contact army, just hit a subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. And the link to that is also below every single video and every single podcast. Okay, so your ex is dating someone new already within a month or 2 after the breakup, which, is pretty quick. So I know you are in a panic right now when you first find out. But remember our no contact slogan. We don't react, we do no contact. So before you start reaching for your phone to tell them off because they moved on so quickly, how dare you move on so quickly? Yeah, slow down and take a breath. They're not going to stop dating the other person just because you told them off for moving on so quickly. Nothing's going to change just because you reach out. So don't make a fool of yourself. All right? It's not the end of the world. I know it feels like it. But guess what? It's actually the best thing that could have happened. I'm not kidding. Now, there are 2 exceptions to what I'm about to tell you as to what to do if your ex starts dating someone else right away. So be sure to listen to the end because I will tell you what those 2 exceptions are. Okay, so you should actually be celebrating. You should be throwing a party. And no, I'm not being sarcastic as I usually am. Haha. Your ex immediately jumping into a new relationship is great news because the chances of that lasting are little to none. Believe it or not, you actually want your ex to move on quickly, to start dating someone else right away. Why? It's not going to last. And no, I am not being toxically positive. It's a fact. I am positive the chances of it lasting are little to none. So what are the reasons for this? Why am I so positive? All right, here are my reasons. First of all, the new person is a temporary distraction. They don't want to think about the breakup or go through the grieving process, so they are keeping themselves busy with someone else. And since the breakup just happened, they're going to be talking about who? You. A lot. And eventually that is going to get annoying to the person they're dating. And they will definitely be comparing you to the new person. So if you were a great boyfriend or a great girlfriend or a great wife or a great husband, then it's going to be difficult to replace you. And it's definitely not going to be the first person they start dating. The odds of that are slim. That's why you always want to be working on yourself, even if you're in a relationship, and bring your best self to a relationship or a dating situation. That way, if someone tries to replace you, it will be close to the impossible and they will realize that they lost someone that can't be replaced. Another reason is that it takes time to form an emotional bond as strong as the one that you guys had. So your ex might try to push things with the rebound in order to try to get that bond sooner rather than later, try to move things along, and that will usually push a new person away. Just because they're attracted to someone else and they're giving their time, attention, and probably more, it doesn't mean that your ex doesn't miss you. They're usually moving on that quick so that they don't have to deal with the grief that comes at the end of a relationship, as I mentioned earlier. It doesn't mean that they're not going to change their mind and get back with you. It doesn't mean you'll never get them back, okay? So calm down. Right now, the rebound looks better. I know you don't want to hear that. But the reason the rebound looks better is because they haven't had any problems with them yet. They haven't been triggered by them yet. And everyone will trigger you at some point. So right now, the new person looks perfect. But of course, we know that no one is, right? Do not, I repeat, do not do the grand gesture. And I'm mainly talking to guys, because women, they don't usually do the grand gestures. It's just simply not going to work, okay? And you're going to look like an idiot. And they're going to be laughing about you. Did you see what my ex did? Ha ha ha. He finally proposed. Now that I broke up with him, now he wants to get married. Ha. Or he bought me $5,000 worth of roses. Or whatever crazy thing guys do. Okay. So look at the positive side of this situation. You now have time to work on yourself, on the things your partner complained about during the relationship, or on the reason that your ex broke up with you. That way, when you hear from them, they will have a good reason to want to give you a second chance instead of coming back to the same old relationship. Now, I know you're wondering, well, how long will they be with the rebound? Well, it's usually only for several months. So that could be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But it's going to be a lot longer if you try to intervene or freak out, because they will bond over how the ex, you, is acting crazy. Okay? So don't do it. Now, for the 2 exceptions that I mentioned earlier. If your ex was cheating, and that is who they are now dating, or if they had emotionally left the relationship many months or even years before the breakup, then most of what I said does not apply to your situation. They're not trying to distract themselves or not go through the grieving period, as they've already grieved and have moved on while they were in the relationship with you. Okay? Sorry. So now I want to hear from you. Did your ex move on quickly after the breakup? Or do you suspect that they moved on quickly if you don't know? You don't always know, right? Sometimes you just suspect. And if you would like help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net. The direct link is below, and we will send you the rates. They are not on the website. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.